and I'm going to discuss some of the parts that I've had to scratch build, namely the exhausts and the intake face of the compressors. Now what I've done is I've taken a mixture of two-part rubber, which is a crafting medium called silly gum, mixed those two parts together, created a mold, and from a kit part I've created a compressor face. I've also done the same for the exhausts, but these tubes were made from the drop tank from an F-16 in 1/32 scale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss a little bit about the weapons, and in this instance the customer has asked for red top missiles. Luckily for me, Res Kit have come to the rescue very recently, and they now produce a set of red tops and fire streak. The red tops are in 32nd scale, so that's absolutely ideal. They come with their launch rails as well. They are 3D printed and hollow. They're very lightweight, and in actual fact the quality of the printing is exceptional. One small coat, or one thin coat of Mr. Surfacer primer, and that was sealed, and I had to do nothing else to them. And you can see in this instance the actual launch rail fits to the missile perfectly, and there are a couple of tabs on the missile which fit into small holes on the pylon. And within the Res Kit product you get the clear lenses for the head, the Seeker head, as well as a set of decals for the actual painted piece. And in addition to that you also get the ground covers, for want of a better word, and although they're not going to be used in this instance, they fit perfectly, of course, as you would expect. And Res Kit has to be praised for the work that they've done on this product, which is absolutely superb, and it really does save me a huge amount of effort. In addition to the red tops, the customer wants some 2-inch rockets. Luckily the 1/32 scale Revel Hunter has these, and you'll see that in the back of them there is a vertical split. Now in order to try and eliminate this, what I've done is I've created a disc of paper that's then being dropped into the back end of the rocket pod, and with that in mind some super glue has been dripped over and left to harden, and that then seals that joint so you can't actually see it. In addition to the rockets, the customer also wants the fuel tanks, which are identical to those that were used in the Hawker Hunter kit. So again, I've raided a Hunter kit, and here we are. These have cleaned up nicely, and all I do is I go along any seams with some thin super glue, let it harden naturally, and then sand it back, polish it back, and cut in any lines, panel lines, etc. So for the purposes of the camera, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the full weapons load for this kit. And of course there will be other parts to go on, such as a refueling probe and a canopy, etc, etc. So for the purposes of this, including the weapons pylons so far, I still have to make the actual pylons to the wings for each of the weapons, and that will come later. Going back to what I said about earlier with the exhaust and the engine faces, here we go. You can see this is exactly the type of thing that you can achieve. Those engine faces were actually cast with an epoxy resin forced into a mold, and that mold was taken from the engine compressor face and exhaust of another kit. I couldn't tell you what it was, but essentially it was just very close in size to what I needed, so I've done that. You'll see on the fuselage that there's a couple of deep cuts. Now what's been done there is, in order to make some adjustments to the actual intake shape, I've just cut in with a scribing tool deep enough so I can actually bend down the plastic. That then levels up everything, and it actually works to my advantage, because in doing so it allows me to have a little bit of leeway in getting the actual backfill sheets cut out. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks a lot. Cheers for now. Bye.